Ian Carroll, Mr. Soy Boy himself. You know, this dude, he's filling in for Candace Owens on her show while she pops out another fucking baby. One Jew hater filling in for another Jew hater. Let me explain something to you folks, especially Ian Carroll. Sounds like a metrosexual's name. You know, I'm going to make a blanket statement. Unless you're Jewish or you're some Arab in the Holy Land, mind your own fucking business what's going on over there. Seriously. I know you people think you mean well about this, but in reality, you really know nothing about it. That's number one. And number two, Ian. That definitely sounds like a metrosexual's name. Why do you give a fuck? It's like, why do us Jews rent space in guys like your head, Candace's head, Bilzerian's head? I mean, you go to Bilzerian's X or Twitter feeds, and it's Jew this, Jew that, Jew this, Jew that. I never saw a group of people that were so fucking consumed with my people. Like, it makes, and it's disingenuous too. Now, why would I say it's disingenuous? Because all these people complaining about what's going on in Israel, they're crickets when it comes to the Sudan, to Syria, to what's going on in, with these radical Islamic groups in Africa killing Christians. They don't talk about Russia, Ukraine, where there's 10 to 20 times the people dying over there, civilians, non-civilians. It's like only when the Jews are involved does it matter. Really, it's like it's a mental illness. And it's definitely based in hatred. Now, if you hate us Jews that much, I live in the Palm Springs area, and come after me. I'm telling you, don't be going after old Holocaust survivors in Boulder, Colorado. Don't whack two young people in Washington. And you know what? It's like the bullshit that comes out of this, first, obviously the girl was Jewish, and they're saying that the guy was Christian. They're not even telling you the facts correctly. That young man that was killed was half Jewish and half Christian. His father was Jewish. His mother was Christian. He was a Messianic Jew. Basically, Jews that believed Jesus was the Messiah. So to say this guy was a Christian is not accurate. To say he was Jewish is not accurate. He was basically half Jewish and half Christian. I mean, let's get the facts straight. Either way, the motherfucker that did this, Elias Rodriguez, he's facing the death penalty. He clearly targeted these people because he thought they were Jewish. He didn't know whether they worked for the embassy or not, but he knew it was a Jewish event going on. People, This notion that some metrosexual half-queer like Ian Carroll and some black woman who bashes everybody but yet marries a white dude, but like where the fuck does she get off criticizing anybody? She doesn't even like herself. Has to marry a white dude because she doesn't like black dudes. Uh-huh. And he's from some weird Christian sect, the same one Mel Gibson's from, where, like, they're just, yeah, they're big on us Jews killing Jesus. Yeah, I take credit for it. I personally went to the Romans and told them, I'm the Judas. Like, anybody gives a flying fuck. First of all, Jesus was a fictional character as far as being the Messiah goes. He was a Jewish dude, a hippie, a psilocybin mushroom taking hippie. It's been known that he took psychedelics. I mean, he would have to. Listen to the way he fucking spoke. I hate to break the bad news to you, but he is not the Messiah. No. And you're going to say, what's the proof? Well, he died 2,000 years ago, and he hasn't come back. He hasn't risen from the dead yet again, which means, let me tell you something about us Jews. If we're late to a party, we're on Jewish time. But if we never show up to the party, like Jesus hasn't shown up, we're not coming back. So I hate to break the bad news to you folks, but the Christian religion is based basically on a fictional, well, he's not a fictional character. I believe Jesus actually was a person, but by no means was he the Messiah. He did not rise from the dead. I mean, it just didn't happen. There's no, and proof is on my side because he hasn't returned like you guys thought he was. There's been no second coming of him. You thought there'd be a second coming when us Jews returned to Israel, but there's still no second coming. So unfortunately, if you're a Christian believing, and see, the Christian religion was basically the perfect sucker's religion, if you want to know the truth. Why? Because it's like they had to rope you guys into the religion by saying he died for your sins. You know, yeah, that's a perfect religion. I got a guy that died for your sins. Want to join? Sure. It's just like if I started a religion, I said, we're going to meet on Sunday, we're going to go to my church, and everybody's going to fuck a Playboy bunny. I'd have people lined up around the block, like, you know, like a Lily Phillips or Bonnie Blue fuck session where 1,000 dudes show up. So, you know, that's the hook of Christianity. Now, I don't believe in Christianity as a religion. I mean, it's a religion, but I don't believe it's a religion based on any reality. So, in my opinion, I would still rather prefer that you people believe that a Jew was your God or the Son of God than to be a pagan and not believe anything. So, yeah, I'm big on you folks believing. Wait. As a Jew, I don't believe Jesus was God or the Son of God. But if you folks want to believe that one of my people, one of my boys made it to that level of being a god or a demigod or the Son of God, more power. I want you to believe that. Just because I don't believe it, I really want you folks to believe Jesus. Don't you think I want you to believe a Jew is God? Of course I do. Of course I do. And that's why his disciples created that notion that he was a god, because they were Jewish and they thought, you know what, us Jews have always been scapegoated and fucked with, so why don't we create a religion for these people where a Jew happens to be their god, and maybe they'll be more kind to Jews. That was the whole premise of Christianity, folks. I really hate, and most of you don't live, you think that all you have to do is accept Jesus into your heart as the Son of God, and as he died for your sins, and like you're going to go to heaven. That's not how it works. But like they say, Adolf Hitler on his deathbed, before he blew his brains out, if he would have accepted Jesus into his heart, he would have gone to heaven. I mean, it's like, to me, it's like an old wives' tale. But the reality is, and this is to you, Myron Gaines and Dan Bilzerian, Israel was not established in 1948. It was established 2500 BC. The kingdom of Israel has been around off and on, because we were kicked out of our land, for probably like 4,000 or 5,000 years, at least 3,500. And as far as these Palestinians go, there's never been a Palestinian people. They're a made-up people. The word Palestine's not even mentioned in any of the holy books, not mentioned in the Quran. Why? Because it never existed. It's Palestine. When the Romans named it Palestine, they took Judea, Samaria over from the Jews, tossed us out, and they named it Palestine after our arch enemies, the Philistines. Just to kind of like give us the middle finger. And then afterwards, after the Romans were kicked out and the Ottoman Empire came and other people came, they didn't use the term Palestine anymore. The term came about back in the 1920s after World War I, when the British took it over. They renamed it Palestine again. But in reality, it's always been the land of Israel, given to us by God. And it's been historically documented in the Bible, the Old Testament, the Torah. And what's funny is even the Christians and the Quran, it's mentioned in there too. It's funny how the Muslims in their own Quran doesn't mention the word Palestine one time. And the book was written in 700 AD? No mention of the word Palestine one time. Why? Because it didn't exist when the book was written. Even the Muslims who wrote that book, they didn't even refer to the place as Palestine. They referred to it as the land of Israel. In their own holy book. Yeah. So to say that we are colonizing our own land, Ian Carroll, would be like me saying you came out of your mother's asshole, but yet you were born by somebody else. Makes no sense, does it? That's our land. We're not going anywhere. And if you got a problem with it, Bilzerian or Ian Carroll, say it to my fucking face that you don't like me. But just remember, I've always got a 9 strapped to me. Got a 9mm HK P2000 always strapped to me.